This video will address the situation of Executioner in the new patch. As some of you may still remember, in Season 2 Executioner was an extremely good item because it was easy to stack, it had flat penetration and percentage penetration, and it kinda outclassed Titan's Bane in every regard. In Season 3 we've mostly seen Titan's Bane so far, simply because Executioner was nerfed a little too much. With the new patch, Executioner now gets 12% protection reduction per hit, up to 3 hits. So, while Titan's Bane gets 33% penetration right off the bat, Executioner gets 36% protection reduction after 3 hits. What does this mean in a fighting scenario though? I've created a little Excel table to show you what exactly this means. As you can see here, you have the number of hits, you have the percentage penetration of Titan's Bane, and you have the percentage protection shred of Executioner next to it. And then I've compared the values of Titan's Bane and Executioner. To actually make the two comparable, we need to rip that table apart a little bit, because it's gonna be too long otherwise. So what can we see here? On the first hit, Titan's Bane has 33% penetration, and Executioner has 0% protection reduction. It goes on like that for a while. Executioner slowly builds up the protection shred, and kinda goes even or overtakes Titan's Bane after 4 hits. However, this is not the real number of penetration they have in comparison. For that, we need the pen deficit. This is only comparing basic attacks, and on the first basic attack, Titan's Bane will have 33% over Executioner. Combining that with the deficit that Executioner has on the second hit, it's 54% in total, then 63%. And this is the moment where it slowly goes down again, where Executioner very, very slowly gains a penetration advantage. However, for Executioner to actually go even in a penetration, we're just talking about penetration here, or reduction in that regard, which basically is the same for this comparison, you need 24 hits. So, to compensate for the lost penetration early, Executioner is required to hit the target, or the player with Executioner is required to hit the target 24 times. If your target isn't dead by the time you've hit them 24 times, I don't know what you're doing wrong, but you're not playing Smite. So overall, Titan's Bane maintains a slight penetration advantage, even though it has the lower total number. However, there are other things to factor in. Titan's Bane has the additional advantage of working against structures, which is really nice to take down towers. Executioner doesn't. At the same time, Executioner has additional stats. Executioner has the attack speed on top of that, which is a very valuable stats for auto-attacking characters, basic attacking characters. So that is very helpful for them. Along with that, Executioner not only procs for yourself, but for your whole team. So everyone on your team who has physical damage will deal more damage to the target that you hit with Executioner, because it's protection reduction. So overall, it's very, very likely that Executioner will replace Titan's Bane in most Hunter builds again, simply because they benefit from the attack speed, it helps their team as well, and the penetration after the third hit is just fine. Every ability hit after the third hit also deals slightly more damage with Executioner. It's not much, but it's a little bit. A tiny bit. 3% more penetration. Not really much, but keep it in mind. This is especially important for characters that kinda have a build-up, like a Willish, who doesn't want to use her abilities immediately. However, due to the pen deficit that is built up, characters that start with their abilities don't really benefit from the new Executioner all that much. They still want Titan's Bane. For example, Thor or Susanoo just make a lot more use out of Titan's Bane even after this patch, because they use their abilities before even starting to use their basic attacks. So, to sum up what these changes mean, Hunters are more likely to go with Executioner than Titan's Bane at this point, given the DPS it provides you with. However, at the moment we are seeing a few Hunter builds that don't even utilize either of them, so it might not be the most popular item after the patch. We'll see which builds the pros and the theory crafters come up with. Other characters will make a lot more use out of it. Kali can actually go for Kins and crit if she uses Executioner. A Willish will make great use of it, Bakasura will make great use of it, Nemesis will make great use of it, so there are plenty of characters who will make great use out of Executioner. Some have interactions with other abilities that make Titan's Bane more beneficial in some regards, but it's doubtful that will keep them from using it, given the overall strength that Executioner has now. Ability-focused characters, for example Thor, Thanatos, Susanoo, Ratatoskr, will still make most use out of Titan's Bane and will most likely not change their builds in that regard. That's it for this video. I hope this clears up the confusion that might have been created by the Executioner change. Thank you guys for watching. Duke Sloth, out.